All my friends talk about the night we met. Can't remember what I said, but I bet it wasn't cool. I was close to death with you in that perfect dress, knowing that it's hard all head and breaking all the rules.
I posted a story today where someone said कि यार when I heard this I thought an international singer is singing it, but पता चला कि यार अपना अरमान ही है. I mean, there are people who feel like तुम English में अच्छा नहीं गाते हो, हिंदी में गाओ. These are people who are just sitting wanting to hate on you for no reason. So it doesn't make sense to give them. And honestly, I've replied to a few of them and they're like, okay, big fan, sir. After that. So it's basically they just want attention in that moment and you don't want to give them that. मेरी mom जिद्दी थी. मेरी mom ने मेरा हाथ पकड़ा and she said कि let's go to the audition. Audition दे के आ जाते, उसमें क्या होने वाला है? Max to max नहीं जाओगे ना, फिर then we can come back and we'll get back to the room and study. So we went for that audition. मैंने वहाँ पे audition किया. I went through I came to the top 10 finalists. उसके बाद 8th position पे मैं eliminate हो गया था. As a kid मैं रोया भी था उस show पे. I think Dad initially was not he didn't want me to go on a reality show, लेकिन मैं जब आया reality show पे और जब उनको calls आने लगे अपने friend से family friend से कि यार अरमान को TV पे देखा, तो Dad ने कहा हाँ मैंने ही तो बोला था उसे participate करने. तो Dad पलट गए थे उस time पे.
So Armaan, how have you been?
I've been good. I'm just for the entirety of us before we getting on to this interview, I've been adjusting my hair, so that's how I've been.
I think it's never about your hair, Armaan. It's always about your compositions, and that's why the Armanians always look for the next composition.
No, but I'm really glad to be talking to you about my new song, You, and a bunch of other things. So yeah, yes. It's definitely exciting. I'm right now in Dubai.
Okay.
And just having some downtime because I've been working continuously. I didn't even have a New Year's break. So I'm just having a break here. But on my break also, I'm excited to talk.
Exactly. You're still working. But that's what makes Armaan the best. So Armaan, when your debut English pop song, Control, was out, you had in fact said that it was almost like starting your journey all over again. Now,
yes.
After 4 English releases, you've had how many? Control, Next to Me, and Echo. How distinguished and refined was your thought process for your new English single, You?
For me, with each song that I do, I wanted to present a very different personality, a different side of mine. And, Control was a very edgy, very dark side that a lot of people hadn't seen of me. And that really felt like, I wanted to debut with that song and, just present a new me. And then obviously Next to Me, because of the pandemic, we weren't able to shoot a video, so we put out a lyrical video for that. How Many, we managed to shoot a video in Mumbai, and that again was a very cool video with a lot of lights and a really nice storyline, which was subtle, not too much in the face. And then Echo again happened during the second wave, just before the major lockdown that had been imposed. I managed to shoot a little bit of a visual for it. After all of this, I think when I wanted to do a song, I wanted it to be something that's really close to what I'm known for back home. I'm known to sing romantic songs. I'm known to do ballads. And for me, I've always wanted to do a ballad in English. So You seemed like a no-brainer in that genre. So I think just being able to put out that song and present myself in that setting, in that romantic setting for an English song, was something that I was really looking forward to, and I'm glad that it's out there.
Yes, and it's not just a song, which has been an instant hit with your fans. Fans are also excited about the news that you are one of the first Indian artists to appear in an Apple Music radio interaction. Now that's a major feat for you as well.
It is a huge feat for me, and as an Indian artist, I've always wanted to do things that probably has never been done before by Indian artists, and just take Indian music, Indian artistry to a global platform. And with every release, I wish to do something that takes me one step ahead in that direction. And since the beginning, I've always strived to be a global musician. And I feel like with each release, with each song, with each project that I put out, I want that to be a big, strong step in that direction. And with all these amazing things that are happening, especially the recent interview on Apple Music Radio with Brooke Rees, where I got to know that I'm the first Indian on the show. I think it's beautiful. It's unreal also because, not a lot of this happens right at the onset of, this is a different career for me altogether. I'm leading two parallel careers side by side. One is my Indian Bollywood music, regional music career, and one is the English pop global career. So for me to get all these amazing things happen for me right at the onset of my career in that part of the world is truly beautiful. There are things that we do in the studio from a production arrangement and a mix standpoint that not a lot of fans get to experience properly. Obviously we put out songs out there, they hear our songs on all these different streaming services, but getting to hear all those different tweaks that we do. Okay, can I get this reverb to go from left to right, pan from here to there, just to let people know that these are the things that we work on in the studio, small little tweaks that might not be audible for a lot of people, a lot of listeners out there normally, but through spatial audio they get to experience all those small little things, those magical things that artists like me really crave for.
We know you're on a break, but you've still taken time out to speak to us. It's not just these breaks that you take. You also often take breaks from social media, Armaan,
Yes.
which is, I think, good to refresh your mind. So, how exactly do you protect your sanity when you have excess negativity coming to you, or there's too much of negativity to handle? And do you think this happens to you because you're famous? This bullying. A lot of celebs, have often talked about, how they combat negative feedbacks, or how they combat criticism that's completely uncalled for.
There are a lot of people online who hate you for no reason. There are some people who give you good criticism as well, which obviously you need to know how to filter the good criticism and the just for the sake of hating on someone wala criticism. And
ये ज़्यादा होता है. ये वाला ज़्यादा होता है, Armaan.
second wala zyada hota hai. And at least on Twitter, because that's even on Twitter and Instagram, actually any of these platforms, I follow this thing called scroll the troll. So whenever I see anything that's trolling me or my music for some reason which obviously is not valid, I just scroll down. I don't pay too much attention to it. Or if I have the ability, or the app has the ability to delete that comment, I delete it immediately because I don't want to see it. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about it. The more I spend, the more I focus on it or give it my attention, the more it'll bother me. So that's something that I follow. There obviously are things that you can't escape, and those things do affect you in certain ways. But obviously, I've had a family that really understands the music business. They know this industry inside out. So I've got that support at home to really help me feel better. But I know a lot of people who are going at this solo and who don't probably have the people that they need around them to make them feel better. And for them, I feel like scroll the troll would be a great thing to start.
I think it's good for each one of us. Yeah, we all get trolled for no reason at all.
I mean, these are strangers. These are people who are just sitting wanting to hate on you for no reason. So it doesn't make sense to give them. And honestly, I've replied to a few of them and they're like, okay, big fan, sir, after that. So it's basically they just want attention in that moment, and you don't want to give them that. Simple.
Right. Acha, the problem with most of us in India is, like, if there's an English track जो हम अपने में से कोई गा रहा है, तो then we don't appreciate it much. We'll make comments which are basically uncalled for. But if you hear something similar, let's say from an international artist, it becomes an instant hit. So why do you think that this discriminatory attitude? Why can't we just appreciate our own artists?
It's ingrained in our culture. Ghar ki murgi dal barabar. That is the phrase that is so popular everywhere in India. And I think, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's changing, and I also strive to change it with all my releases so far. I've obviously received a certain level of criticism, but the love is far more than the criticism. And a lot of people...
क्या बोला है criticism में? Criticism में क्या बोला है?
I mean, there are people who, feel like तुम English में अच्छा नहीं गाते, हिंदी में गाओ. So they want to, probably they feel like, it's better to keep this guy here only. Let's restrict it. That's what they feel that they want to do with it. Yeah. And I'm not the kind of person who wants to be restricted. I want to fly, and I don't want to be put in a box. It's not like I'm not going to be singing Hindi or my regional songs while I'm singing English songs. A lot of my fans actually feared this when I, put out Control, and I wiped out my social media at that point of time. So they felt like I was not going to be doing things that I've been doing so far. But I've promised all my fans, and I've told them that while I do English pop music, there's also Bollywood music that's going to happen. There's also regional music that will happen in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Bengali, and all those different languages you hear Armaan Malik in. So for me, yes, it is tough to dabble and put my foot in all these different industries, but I want to do it. That's the kind of artist I am. And I feel like if there's like, I feel like there's hardly like 5% people who have that, backlash on my videos or my songs. It's not something that I would bother myself with. And even if it is something that is hurtful, I don't care. I'm the scroll the troll boy. So I'm not going to focus on that. For me, achieving things that have been unprecedented before for Indian artists, that's been my goal, and it's been my goal since Control, and I'm not going to stop. Be it whoever wants to say whatever. But I feel like a lot of love has come for my English songs. A lot of people are also, I posted a story today where someone, said ki yaar, when I heard this, I thought an international singer is singing it, but pata chala ki yaar apna Armaan hi hai. So I think that was a very, heartwarming comment. And there's a lot of that love from India that's been coming on my songs, and I think that's beautiful. I feel a lot of Indian fans, a lot of Indian listeners are waiting for a moment that they have an artist that they can cheer for on a global stage.
You were barely 9 or 10 when you had appeared on Saregama, the reality show.
Yeah.
And is it true कि आपके जो father थे उन्होंने बोला था कि he was slightly not comfortable with you being part of the reality show at that time? कुछ ऐसा था? Didn't want you to appear. Yeah.
He was a little hesitant. He obviously I don't know what his reasons were. He was just not wanting me to be part of a reality show. I think शुरुआत से ही पापा चाहते थे कि मैं अपनी पहले पढ़ाई खत्म करूं, even mom actually, and then obviously music में जो talent है वो तो बाहर आएगा एक दिन, लेकिन they didn't want me to be part of dad didn't want me to be part of a reality show. लेकिन मेरी mom जिद्दी थी. मेरी mom ने मेरा हाथ पकड़ा and she said कि let's go to the auditions, and audition दे के आ जाते, उसमें क्या होने वाला है, max to max नहीं जाओगे ना, फिर then we can come back and we'll get back to the room and study. So I really feel like my mom's confidence in me and my talent, and उन्होंने जो एक spark देखा था मुझ में, I think it's because of that I am wherever I am. And we went for that audition. मैंने वहाँ पे audition किया. I went through I came to the top 10 finalists. उसके बाद 8th position पे मैं eliminate हो गया था. As a kid मैं रोया भी था उस शो पे. लेकिन मेरे मॉम ने उस स्टेज पे कहा था कि यार मैं एक दिन इसको सबसे बड़ा सिंगर बना के रहूंगी. And I feel like a lot of I didn't have confidence at that point of time. I was very into myself, very introverted. मैंने जब मेरे मॉम को देखा with that much courage, confidence, talking about me, I was like, okay, she has so much faith in me. I have to make sure that her faith and her courage and her her faith in me does not go to waste. तो तब से मैंने ठान लिया था कि यार रियलिटी शो जीते नहीं जीते वो अलग बात है, लेकिन कुछ बड़ा करना है मॉम के लिए, फैमिली के लिए. वी हैव टू डू समथिंग बिग. So I think dad initially was not he didn't want me to go on a reality show. लेकिन मैं जब आया reality show पे और जब उनको calls आने लगे अपने friend से, family friend से कि यार अरमान को टीवी पे देखा, तो डैड ने कहा हाँ मैंने तो बोला था उसे पार्टिसिपेट तो डैड पलट गए थे उस टाइम पे. बट आई थिंक इट वाज अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग बिकॉज नो वन फ्रॉम अ फिल्म इंडस्ट्री फैमिली हैड एवर पार्टिसिपेटेड इन अ रियलिटी शो. ऑब्वियसली देयर वर कंटेस्टेंट्स फ्रॉम ऑल अक्रॉस इंडिया जो इंडस्ट्री से उनके ताल्लुकात नहीं थे. I was the only one who was from an industry family. बट मैं जब शो पे गया तब मैंने अपना नाम सिर्फ अरमान रखा था. मलिक जो सरनेम था वो मैंने फॉर्म पे डाला ही नहीं. एंड आई डिडंट वांट पीपल टू हैव दैट नोशन कि आई कम फ्रॉम दिस बिग म्यूजिकल मलिक फैमिली. और मैं यहाँ पे इस कंपटीशन में आया हूँ so that I can compete with the best of the best and prove that my singing is what is the main thing. My surname obviously is there with me and I'm proud to be a Malik, but मुझे मेरे singing पे judge करो और किसी चीज पे मत judge करना. So that was what my stand was तभी भी and अभी भी. I've always wanted to carve my own identity. Obviously I belong from such an amazing musical family, a legacy of Sardar Malik Saab, who has given some precious melodies to this industry, and my Taya Anu Malik sir, my dad, all of us are in the music industry. But for me, I wanted to always create a separate identity for me, and I'm glad that मेरी शुरुआत सारेगामा से हुई और फिर उसके बाद मैंने बॉलीवुड में एज अ चाइल्ड प्लेबैक सिंगर गाना शुरू किया, एंड देन फिर वहां से एक गाने के बाद दूसरा गाना, एंड देन
कोई गाना याद है बिफोर वी एंड सेगमेंट, कोई गाना याद है जो आपने तब व्हेन यू हैड क्रून्ड और बहुत अप्रिसिएशन मिला था ऑन द शो, यू रिमेंबर?
ओके, राइट्स है ना आप लोग के पास?
हाँ
ठीक है. I might mess up the lyrics. अभी से disclaimer दे रहा हूँ मैं. लेकिन this was one of my favorite songs sung by Sonu Nigam sir, and I think this was one of my most iconic performances on that show.
तुमको भी है खबर, मुझको भी है पता, हो रहा है जुदा दोनों का रास्ता. दूर जाके भी मुझसे